Hey guys, I'm looking at the ES. Just gonna do a quick review on ES or S&P 500 over the last few days, few weeks, and we'll even back out to the quarterly chart. So let's start right now. We're at 4697. That was the closing price on Friday. Today is November 19th, 2021. All right, so we're looking at let's look at the quarterly chart first. Every bar is one quarter or 3 months. So over this quarter, we really put on a lot of points. So far, the range for this quarter is 463, which is a little bit above the average. Usually it's around 300 per quarter. And as you can see, this has been going on for years. And yeah, we had a little bad quarter in 2020 with COVID. But overall, it's just been a massively uptrending market. So for those of you who are anticipating getting into the market or having some trepidation about it, just remember this chart, the quarterly chart, or even the yearly chart. It's about the last 20 years. We've only really had one bad year. I mean, that was back in 2008, but ever since then, it's just been putting on points. COVID, yeah, you came back and tested the range from 2017, but it closed up, and now we're still in a very strong yearly range of 1,071 points up. That's amazing. So let's go to we did the quarterly. This is the quarter we're in right now. Let's go to the monthly chart. And, you can see we started the month up at 4578. Okay. And we're not even testing the previous month's range. Let's go to the weekly. Okay. Weekly chart. We're still kind of hanging around. In this 4581 to 4712 area. I'm gonna put on MES because that's what I like to trade. Same idea. Okay, so right now we're still kind of hanging out in this range here, right? 4580. Put the low there. And this is the high. The high we put in last week was 4723. Right, so we'll get these highs. There could be some resistance around here as well at the previous week's high this week, or the previous week low. We could see resistance there, right? But overall, we're in this range from 45.87 to 45.85 to 47.20. It's about a 125, 130 point range. Let's see what that is. From this low to this high, we're looking at 136 points. And the average range, our average true range is telling us that the average range is about 100 or so points. So that kind of makes sense. All right, now this was our last week, a couple weeks ago. So we'll put a little time marker right here. This is the range we're in right now. And I'm going to pull over the 1 hour chart. with all of our technicals on there, and you can kind of see where we are in the thing. Okay, so here's our previous week high, the weekly high that we drew over here, and here's the weekly low that we're in. So we're really mid-range in this picture. And the market has, from the high of 47.23, it's pulled back into the moving averages and really close to the volume weighted average price. Okay, so this is, in my book, this is a good entry. We will be entering in here long with a stop below 46.23. All right, so if you got in now at 4,700, you're risking 75 points to get to the previous low, weekly low, and you are gonna, try to get that same amount. What do we say? 70 points here. So we're risking 70 points if we enter in here. And we're trying to get at least that or more. So that will put our exit target at 47.67. That's 70 points from the entry. That would give you a 1-to-1 trade. Obviously, you're going long. We are making higher highs on the breakout indicator. And even if you can get half of that, that's great. You can get half of that, pull out. Obviously, you're going to look at your CCI indicator to see if it gets overbought, where you are in the range when it gets overbought. Don't just pull out when it gets overbought, because it may not really be a good risk to reward ratio. And let's see, if you're doing options, let's look at where the puts are at this point. So the ES, okay, in the ES, we're looking at 46. We want to get below this level, the previous week range low. We want to get below that. So we're going to assume this is a support level, and we're going to get below 46.23. So we're going to come over here and look at our options and see where 46.23 is. Let's say we go 9 days out. Yeah, we could go 9 days out to get to 46.25 and get a 19 delta. So that would give us a pretty good risk to reward ratio, and we could capture that in a pretty good amount of time. That's if you're doing the options. Okay, so in this trade, we would be risking, we have to have a buying power of 2,000, but we would be losing with 10 contracts 700. So basically a 1-to-1, you're losing 700 to make 500 if it gets below the weekly low of 45.84, right? 45. Oh, wait a minute. 46.20. 46.20 is here at the break even on the put side, and that's going to decay pretty fast. You are getting a theta of $25 a day on 2,000. So that's like a 1% theta decay rate. And, you know, probably by, if you start this on 17, probably by the 24th, if you're up in here, you know, by the highs, 47.24, 47.24, you're almost getting max profit around here. So even if you get up to your previous week high, you could be getting a near 1-to-1 return on risk with this trade. And of course, even if it does nothing, theta decay is working in your favor. Okay, that's a pretty good trade. I like that. So that's my outlook going into next week. Looks like a good long entry right now. I have on a couple of contracts in the MES that were put on at 46.86. Let's see. So I got long pretty good right down in this area. I put on a couple of contracts and right at the pullback into the moving averages, and I think I got a good entry there. And so my anticipation is the market's going to go up. I'm risking 70 points per contract, and I'm trying to get out somewhere up in here and hopefully get the 1-to-1 by the end of the week. All right, y'all. I hope that was good, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye.